Flosstube. It's Cherie here again from Australia. I'm a little croaky. It's that time of year, catching all the bugs. I'm not sure if the kids are going to stay asleep. I've just got them down. It's about after 7 here at night, and I've just literally got them down and quickly spread all my stuff out. So we'll see how we go. Alex was just wiggling a second ago, but we'll see. So, Maynia. I didn't make it. I didn't manage to stitch every day, which is what my mania is, and hopefully I'm actually looking at the camera this time, because last video I thought I was looking at the camera and I wasn't, so I apologize for that. I did some of Maynia, but I got tonsillitis and I put in one stitch one day, but I didn't really feel like I could justify doing that again. So best new thing. Let's do a best new thing because I remembered. Best new thing is House of May. So I managed to snag up a whole heap of clay because I'm going to make some scissor fobs, and this is one that I bought for me to test out my skills and stuff. I have been dabbling in working with polymer clay myself, but I am definitely no expert yet. So I'm still learning some stuff, and I just don't have oodles of time to be making stuff, and I really wanted to make some really pretty scissor fobs to put up in my shop. So this is one of the ones I got, and this is the first one I want to test. I just got a little drill bit. I was going to get Meng like House of Meng to make them, but like I asked her to make a bunch of them, but she just doesn't have the time to be making them into scissor fobs. So she's sort of making the clay, and she knows I'm selling them, like she was fine with it. She's making the clay, and I am going to make the scissor fob part of it. So that's Alice, a little angel Alice with her bunny. So I have a bunch of them, but I was going to actually make them before I show you. Hopefully that's focusing. Actually make them before I show you. And then I got this little one too, but she broke, so I'm going to keep her. I'm going to try and mend her. So this was Mary Poppins that I got, but her umbrella broke. So I sort of tried to fix it because that bit snapped off, but obviously I can't sell that because that would not be right. And I just need to try and figure out how to glue that back on. So I get to keep one, which is really cool. So yeah. This is my polymer clay work. So as you can see, it's not up to the same standard. This is my little mushroom. I made a couple of these, and I'm going to be giving, I just grabbed one off that I made. I made 5, and this is part of my giveaway that I'm doing. I've also got a little bag, which I still haven't sewn up, but all the material's cut and everything. So a little bag, and this actually matches some of the fabric for the bag. And then I'm going to do my own little scissor fob / bag charm to go with that. And then there's a chart, which I still don't have, which is a really long story, and I hadn't been mentioning the giveaway because of that. So that should be here soon, but I've been waiting about 8 weeks for that, and I wasn't getting any communication as to what was going on with it. So hopefully, sorry I'm crinkling. I also have these in a little baggie. So when I make, this is a needle minder, so there's a magnet. there. But I'm going to glue another little clay flower onto the back of that. Woo! Sorry, I dropped it. I'm going to glue a little clay flower. I dropped it again onto the back of that so that it's easier to grab the magnet off the back of it. So there's a little update on the giveaway. So there'll be that little handmade. Needle minder that I made, as well as a bag charm, a little bag, and the chart. So hopefully next video, because I'm going to be sewing all of that up this weekend and making the bag charm this weekend. So hopefully all of that will be good to go for the next video. I can do the giveaway. So yeah. So that's that. On to Maynia. I worked on Santa, and this is a Christmas present stocking by Miles Pinkney from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I need the coffee today. And I'll put in pictures of where I was up to, like the little video clip here. And here is where I am up to now. So I'm very close to a page finish. I'm very close to a page finish on this one, but I did my week, and then I moved on. So I'm actually thinking of putting in a proper rotation, and what it's going to be is sort of 1 week on this one, and then a week on my own design, and then another, like a week on something else like comfort, and then back to my own design. So it's sort of like every second week my own design will get a week. So it's like twice as much. Well, it'll be more than that, but anyway. What have I done? I have not rolled this correctly. So yeah, I'm back in love with this piece. I have Easy PDF working, which makes me really, really happy. Only think I did another 2 days really on this before I was sick and Maynia stopped for me, but I'm sorry, I'm really all over the place. So then I went on to my own design, and I won't insert a picture of where I was up to because I just had the border done, so that's pretty easy to see. Now with this one, I'm having some issues with my floss, and they're not really issues, but they're obviously two very different dye lots. So I've been working on the words. So if I can remember exactly, it's a poem I wrote, but it goes, death took you away from us, I wish you could have stayed. You filled our lives with so much joy, such an impact you made. I know not what the future holds or if we'll meet again, but you'll live on within my heart, within our hearts, of that I am certain, or certain. So I've been working on the poem, and I wasn't going to just do all of this colour because that wasn't, I wanted to start on the skull that goes in the middle, but this this particular colour, I'm going to need more than one skein of it. And let me just go in. If you can sort of see, I'm not sure if you can, there's two different skeins in here because my two skeins were quite different. So you just put this aside so I can show you. So this is my, I'm going to try and keep them in order because so I know what I'm doing. my bottom one and my top one. So these are my two different colours, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I didn't bring my cardboard out. See how this one's kind of more green and this one's kind of got more rusty, a more rusty look to it. This is called Tin Bucket. I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out, because it's not just this colour and it's not just this colour. I think it's quite pretty having the two combined. But the way that I'm doing it so that it's not obvious is I'm doing one length in one skein, and then the next length, and then the next length. So I'm up to this one after I've finished what's parked there in the other skein, and I'm alternating it. And so some of the words, some of the letters have the two different skeins in it, and some of them have like they're just the one from the one die lot, but they are very different when they're stitched. So I'm having to be really careful with how I use that. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to move on to something else or move on to another project at the moment until I have that colour in all of the words. So there's two more paragraphs when I'm finished this paragraph, which is almost finished. There's two more words left, two more paragraphs, and like one will go is sort of here and the other one is here in this colour, and then I can use and then I don't have to worry about it anymore, so I consistently use it exactly the same way without forgetting. So where's a good example? So that's one colour there, and that's another colour, and then another, like first one, second one, first one, second one, goes across like that. And then some of them are mixed. So which one was it? I can't even see it now. I've been trying to be really careful with how I use it. There's only one letter that I wasn't sure I was happy with, and that's this D in filled. So I don't know if you can see it there. It goes from quite a brown to the darker colour. But I showed my husband and he's like, you can't tell, it looks lovely, just keep plodding along. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so that is what is happening with, I'm sorry, my stitching. So instead of moving on to comfort, which is what I am supposed to be doing tonight, I think, I am not going to do that. I'm going to finish all the words in that colour first, and then I will do some comfort, and then I have so much stuff to do. I have clay work, I have to make scissor fobs, I have sewing, I have so much to do, and the cross stitch. So that is that. The other thing I wanted to show you, sorry, I'm just trying not to lose stuff, is I don't know how to put this. So I've obviously just started doing some of my own designs, which is the Within Our Hearts, and I have a few that are partway done but nowhere near ready to go yet. But I saw Michelle was a patron of Cross Stitch magazine, and I really liked that magazine, and I thought I'd looked into being a patron of it before, and I hadn't done it. And then Michelle had her own design in there, and I thought that's pretty cool, and I didn't think there was anything wrong with what Michelle did when I went onto the patron site for Jamie's magazine, Mr. Cross Stitch. It said that if you were a patron at a certain level, you got an eighth of a page, I think it was, to do with what you wanted. And I thought, it's a cross stitch magazine. Like, why not put in a little design? So I did. Her name is Sprinkles. So she should be like, I haven't got a copy of the magazine yet, but my understanding is that this little character is going to be in the magazine, which is really, really exciting and very cheeky of me. I don't feel bad. I don't know. I think it was really cheeky, and I'm really grateful that Jamie didn't say, "That's crap." No. Because he probably could have. And if other people, I probably, if people say that's really crap, I hate that. And sorry for my language, but if that's what people say, maybe I'll be more, I don't know, weary of putting anything in the future. But yeah, so it was supposed to be about munchies. I'm sorry, Michelle, I know I just watched your video and you said that you wanted to put a donut in, and I felt really, really bad, because that is kind of what I had done, so I'm really sorry, but I really like your messy hair bun design, and I'm going to stitch up, I want to stitch up your first one, so I need to do that. Anyway, there she is. So I finished her into a pillow. I used Vonna. I don't know, this is the first time I made a pillow. I don't know if I did this correctly. Is it supposed to be so pointy? Like, did I stuff it too much? I'm not sure. It's not perfect. Like, it's a little puckered, I guess. It took me ages, and it took a whole lot of stuffing. Like a whole lot. Anyway, so there she is. There's Sprinkles. I think she's really cute. It's got DMC and then Petite Treasure Braid. So the horn is all sparkles, and then all the sprinkles are Petite Treasure Braid as well. So they're all sparkly as well. So she's called Sprinkles. And if you want to stitch her, she's in the magazine. If you don't want to stitch her, the magazine's still awesome and you should check it out. This is on an even weave from a grab bag that I got from Crafty Kitten. I think it is probably a May 2018 limited edition just from what it looks like. But I could be wrong because it was just a grab bag. So yeah, an FFO, first one on my channel. Next. I've been doing this crochet and I finished this colour today, which is, I think I was on this colour last time, the pink. I need to move on to the purple, but I don't remember how to get the new colour on, because I did like the very beginner class and I had no idea, like a very, very basics. I have knitted before. My grandmother taught me how to knit when I was little. Having technical difficulties. I've lost half of the video, but we'll soldier on. At least I've got some of the video, and I think I was up to talking about my grandmother. So she taught me how to knit a little bit when I was a kid, and I think I did a little bit when I was a teenager, like 18, but I really don't remember what I was doing at all. So this is crochet, so it's obviously really different. I remember the teacher sort of saying to me, "You're holding it like a knitting needle," and I thought it was a bit weird at the time, but thinking back, maybe that's just because I did a little bit of knitting as a kid, and I just didn't know any other way of holding it. But I don't remember how to get the new colour on here. And when I YouTubed it previously, I know that it was a little different. Like when I was trying to remember how to put this colour on and this colour on. It's a little bit different to how she showed me. So I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But that's what I'm working on. So I need to get that blanket size. I need to figure out how to get the purple on there so that it can be a blanket. This has been so disjointed now, I don't know what I've talked about and what I haven't. Luckily I have a little list. So, this is sad because I was so excited when I showed this before. So, I don't know if I can reach the same level of excitement again. Grr, technology. Can we record for more than 30 seconds? Okay, so, are you ready? 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 I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm pretty close. No, not really. So, it's so good. It's obviously Harry Potter in little caricatures. Who I love them. Look at Voldemort. Is it Voldemort or Voldemort? Do you pronounce the T? I don't know anymore. I always pronounce the T, but I'm not French. So, I'm not going to go through all the characters because I did that last time. But what I love about this is it has supporting characters on it. Okay, we're switching technology because that's not working. So, what the fifth time, what I love about this is it has supporting characters on it. It doesn't just have Harry Potter, Ron, and Hermione. I don't think I have Hermione on here. I have Ginny, because I think that's Ginny, because I think that's Riddle's diary, because she looks very concerned, and she's redheaded, and she's got the same nose. Well, they've all got, a lot of them have that nose, don't they? Anyway, we've got Draco and his goons, Crab and Goyle. Voldemort, I don't know if it's got the T or not. I don't know if I've said that already. I'm not French, I don't know. Luna, Tonks, and Lupin. And look, you can't really quite see, but his, it's a balloon. It's a moon balloon. It's so funny. It's serious. Are you serious? Good old Snape. Not really. He's awful, isn't he? What? Ah, not even this one's working. Mad-Eye, Lucius, Dobby with all his hats that Hermione knitted him. Arthur with his rubber ducky. What is a rubber ducky? Or what is the function of a rubber ducky? Is that the line? I love it. What I did say already was, here's a Love You More Studio Co bag. So it's amazing. Love the fabric. Love it, love it, love it. One of my favourite fabrics I've ever seen in my entire life. Karina, Floss Buddy. Can you get it? It's amazing. It's a little smaller. It's just a smidge smaller than a Love You More Studio Co bag. Just a smidgen, which means it's just a smidge too small. To get it in. Like, you can almost get it in, but I don't want to damage the chart, and I think I would. Oh, there's a new chart. It's not that new, I bought it a little while ago. I bought it after my last video, or a couple of videos ago. Look at that bird, and that flower, and that flower, and this, and all of it. A border. Yeah. And it doesn't have, it's all the same dot fabric on the inside. And I like the lines to be different. But, in saying that, look at the fabric. Just look at it. It's the greatest fabric in the entire world. And I know that this must be a really big print because there's obviously like more stuff down here. Like there's Dumbledore and I think that might be Molly. There's obviously like more caricatures this way and that way, because I know that in the picture it had Fred and Weasley with fireworks and stuff on it, on brooms, and other people. I think it had Dobby crying with some socks and stuff. So I think, so it's obviously a really big print, like lots of different characters, like on a big space, because it doesn't all fit on here. But I love it. I love that I got Sirius there. I like the Dursleys. So good, so good. Makes me so happy, that bag. So yes, I did Maynia. I did one more look at Sprinkles. Sprinkles. Did I say I used the Vonner technique? I don't know if Sprinkles got cut out. Hopefully not. I used the Vonner technique. Vonner. I don't know if it's supposed to be so pointy. Someone help me. So I've lots of plans for stitching. I need to do Within Our Hearts. I need to do I need to get the Within Our Hearts done, and then I really need to get a bunch of sewing done and some clay making, because I need to make that scissor fob and sew up the bag for the giveaway. And I want to make those other scissor fobs. Hopefully people like them. I need to crochet that blanket. I need to do all the stitching. There are so many plans. So many. The plan for tonight, which I doubt now that I've now had so much technical difficulties, the plan for tonight is to put a lacquer. I've got it out here already to do. Put a lacquer to make it shiny and seal in the paint that I've put on these. These are little charms to go on a scissor fob that I've made. I've made a big ribbon. This is pink ribbon for breast cancer. So I had an order for a couple of these, and I painted them. So I've been making them. It takes a while to like cut them all and hand shape them, and then I sort of paint them with the mica powder, and then I bake them, and then obviously leave them to cool, and then I have to insert that into it before I bake it, and then I paint little words on there, strength, courage, warrior, love, hope, that sort of stuff. So survivor. Paint little words. So there's two different colours there of bead, and then there's these little heart charms. So that's clay heart on the clay base with the thing in it, and then I paint the little ribbon on the back. So I painted all of these last night, so I need to gloss them to seal that paint in and make sure none of it can chip away, and make them really shiny. And so they'll be dry by tomorrow morning, I'm hoping, and then I'll either make them tomorrow, or if they need, I think they need a little bit more to dry, tomorrow night or Friday. I'll make up all the scissor fobs, like attach them all with the beads and everything, and then ship them off. So that's the plan for tonight. Anyway, I just had that out because that's what I'm going to do as soon as I shut down here and try and work out if I have all the video that I am supposed to have. So I'll see you guys hopefully in a week. We'll see how we go, because I'm not really doing Maynia now. So I'm going to try and do monthly videos. At the least, maybe fortnightly. It depends on how much I've been able to do, and whether or not I'm willing to show other stuff that I do if I don't get much stitching done. So yeah, bye.